See, that's the thing, though. You know what? It's going to continue, and someone's going to wind up in jail, and it's not going to be me, because you're actively breaking the law. Let me explain something to you. And this is a fact. I looked into it, spoke to the police department, everything. If you make harassing videos towards somebody on the internet, right? And then you travel out of state to go to a place that you know that they're going to be at for the sole purpose of intimidating them or simply, whatever, that's stalking. It's a felony. You will be arrested for it. If you think it's a joke, try it. You've already sealed your fate with all the videos that were made. All those harassing videos, harassing my family, harassing my dad, making threats to my dad, making threats to my follower, making threats to me. All that was already done, right? All that was already done. And a report was filed about it. If it turns out that somebody physically shows up in my vision, that's stalking. And it's a felony. And I promise you will get arrested. And that is my only warning to that. I've notified the police in both states. So, now, if there had been no previous harassing, let's say that there was no, harassing confrontation beforehand. Let's say that beforehand there was no harassing videos, no harassment to the family, no harassment to the child, no harassment to the school, none of that, right? If that happened, and then somebody showed up, then that wouldn't be stalking. But because there was all of that shit beforehand, it's stalking. And if you don't believe me, look up the stalking statutes. Once I filed that harassment report, if anyone in that report shows up in my vicinity in real life, that makes it stalking. It turns that into aggravated harassment, and then that turns into stalking. And it's a felony. And there's another aspect to it, because if they want to, they can add on child endangerment, because it's stalking of a minor as well. Because of the phone calls to my child's school. And because the school filed the police report when that happened. I'm not playing with my safety or my kid's safety. But that will go up to child endangerment. So, while you're trying to get me charged for shit that I definitely didn't do, you're going to be the only one charged with that shit. I don't know 100% for a fact the statute as far as like the endangering of a child, but the rest is definitely solid. I spoke to Middlesex County Police Department. And I explained everything. If the person who made harassing videos and the person who called my child's school shows up in my physical presence, they will be arrested.
bitch.
I made sure to cover my bases there.
Because
the thing about the other, like, yeah, that's, I spoke to the sergeant. I spoke to the sergeant there. The thing about, like as far as New Jersey courts goes, he hasn't harassed me in any way, right? Like, New Jersey courts hasn't made, like, any menacing threats. Like, he hasn't harassed me in any way. So, him showing up, whatever. As far as anyone else, no one else has made harassing videos towards me. No one else has made any threats. No one else has harassed my child's school. No one else has harassed my father. No one else has harassed my father-in-law. Well, Chris, it's recorded. It's recorded. Like, his voice is recorded. But because of those previous actions of calling the school and, you know, the doxing of my daughter's CPS worker, which could have put her at risk, like all those other things, because of those actions beforehand, that's what would make it then become aggravated harassment and stalking, which is a felony in both New York and New Jersey. And then whatever other charges that they decide to do with it, because there is a minor involved. Like, I'm not playing this game. And the moment that I know, like the moment that somebody says that they're on their way here, is the moment that I go to my police department and let them know. Yes, I have proof it was him. It was recorded.
Lazy ass fucking bothered by me. Yeah, let's go and see her. She's a scammer. She's a scammer. Probably 350. You think Bombshell weighs a good smooth fit? Yeah, probably. You know you can get gastric bypass, bitch.
Bombshell definitely weighs a little bit more than me.
You can't get gastric bypass, bitch. Oh, but wait. You might want to fix the dentures.
Yeah, he also admitted it.
No, matter of fact, you probably
so there's that.
Qualify for gastric bypass because on the first 4 weeks you're going to be on fucking mashed potatoes and fucking applesauce, bitch.
Even calling once is harassment.
Like a garbage pail kid. You are a fucking liar. Sure are. Fucking liar.
I haven't mentioned this person.
You got the truck,
I don't
bitch.
want.
Show us you
Let me make something clear. I have not mentioned this person. I don't want any problems with this person. I have apologized, and I'll say it again. I have apologized to Rick. Rick, I've apologized to you over and over again. I've said publicly that I fear for my safety when it comes to Rick. I have said that I am afraid of Rick. And I said, like I said I don't want any problems with Rick. Because of all this fact, because of the fact that I have said I'm afraid of him, I said that I'm sorry, that I don't want this problem over and over and over again. All of that, all the threats, everything. I have not threatened once. So, yeah. I'm not playing that game. I spoke to who I need to speak to. See, the thing is that my police department and New Jersey feels like he's not going to come, like he's bluffing. So they're just like, oh, if you see him, call us. If he shows up, it's stalking. I'm like, okay, well, and that's all I can do. Because they think it's a bluff. They don't believe it. They think he's like, they think he's a crazy person, but they don't think he's going to show up. Whereas the school was more concerned, and the school thought that he might actually, like, pull up. Yeah, it's a public courthouse. Anyone will go. Anyone that hasn't harassed me. Like I just said, New Jersey courts hasn't been harassing me and threatening me. But he says he's going to be there. I can't do anything about that. He could go there. He could do whatever. Now, if he approaches me, then that's a different story. But him just being there, I can't do anything about it. Whereas Rick has reached out to my father-in-law, my dad, my kid's school, and there's been ongoing harassment for over 3 months. And Daryl, I never threatened him. Not once. Never threatened him. I stated what I would do in defense of myself, in retaliation of. Ella's lying ass ain't fucking going nowhere. Melissa is not going nowhere. What's Melissa gonna drive high? Chicken Cakes has no insurance and no car, so how's she getting there? All these people that say that they're gonna go aren't gonna go. Not to mention, if a group of people shows up to my court hearing, they're gonna be escorted out because they're gonna make it a spectacle. Melissa's too high during the day to make it to court. Melissa don't wake up until 2 in the afternoon. Same thing for fucking snakes. These people don't wake up until fucking court's already out. Talking about people that sleep half the day away. And it's crazy to me that Ella wants to participate in this harassment of me when Ella was crying. The whole reason why I didn't like Rick was because of Ella. All the things that Ella was saying about me. Yeah, it's public, but it's private. Exactly. Was saying about Rick. The whole reason why I don't like Rick was based off of the shit that Ella told me. Yeah, it's not really as public as people think. This isn't a trial. Melissa can't get out of bed to go to her doctor's appointment, but she's going to get out of bed to come to my court date. Makes sense. I thought he was rich. I don't know. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like I said, the person who I filed a police report against, if they show up, it's stalking. I made it clear. As clear as fucking day. And if anyone approaches me, you're going to get locked up. You come anywhere near me, because I will be with my family. Don't come near me. You decide to go, stay far the fuck away from me. But if I see someone who's been harassing me for 2+ fucking months, I'm dialing 911. Someone who has said that they're gonna beat me up. Someone who said that I'm a man to make excuses for putting hands on me. Someone who said they were gonna fight my dad, fight my father-in-law. There's been tons of threats. Exactly. Exactly, Jem. They support going real life when it comes to me. All right, I gotta stop.